English. Yeah, my friend Miss Khan works in the Thailand and in international school. And because of the pandemic, he is locked down still in China. So she has time to interview with me. And my first question is what is her understanding of what 21st century skills are, and how do her impart them to her students. He said, she said she is a language teacher and she teach Chinese for the Thailand students. So in his class, she is focused on to train the ability of collaboration and communications and critical thinking, and every lessons there were assessment. Yeah, there were formative assessment. Every students need to collaboration and communication with the students and peers to train the communication ability. And at the same time, there were a lot of project for group. So in her language classroom, um, and he said um, he can he can implement the communication and the collaboration and the critical thinking skills very sufficient. And the second question is, and how to implement of communication and the collaboration skills during the online courses. Yeah, I said, because of the pandemic, China maybe will have the second, coronavirus in this November. So we are afraid about that because a lot of students need to online to have their lessons again. So how to implement the communication, the collaboration is my favorite focus on. And Miss Khan said in her language lessons, and every lessons because her lesson is a language lesson, right? So her lesson will be for communication, and he admitted that online the collaboration online is lack of sufficient compared to the real lessons. So she said he can use technology tool, right? Technology tool, and such as Flipgrid to record the viewpoint of her students and let them to peer review, so the students could understand the different viewpoints from each other, so it can improve the interaction with the students. And the third question is, what is your view on balancing the need for technological skills while still providing students with an education that enables them to think, work independently, and think critically without becoming overly reliant on technology? And for this question, yeah, Miss Khan and me also think that there were no conflict between the technological skills and the traditional lessons, and on the opposite, we think that the technological skills are improved or support our traditional lessons. So Ms. Khan said she is good at balance. And so I have another question to Ms. Khan. I said that in Thailand, maybe the internet is safe. And I even asked him if the students in Thailand, everyone has a laptops, She said no, and due to the different classroom, for example, international classroom and the traditional classroom. Yeah. Uh, and she said the schools in Thailand will have a unified choice about to give the students the laptop. So the internet is safe, is controlled by the school internet. So so teacher could very no worries about their students to suffer the internet. So he gives us a suggestion that if I was working in the public school, yeah, right. So but our school, for example, my classroom has 40 students. Yeah, there's a mass the mass of students, right? So she said if the government could have a laptop to our students to improve their learning experience. Yeah. And for fourth question, how does your schools about ongoing and professional development opportunities to support 21st century skill integration in your classroom? And Ms. Kang said to me that in Thailand for the foreigner teacher, every week the government will support teacher a lesson to learn Thailand language. Because for Thailand students, they can't use English with the English teacher very sufficiently. So if the foreigner teacher could speak Thailand language with their students, they maybe feel very familiar. Yeah. Uh, right. So I think the communication as the 21st century skills, I think it's very important. The communication is a basement so that we can use the different 21st century skills to improve our learning experience, or teach good lessons and take care of our kids. And reflection and include 5 minutes. Yeah. And from this video, I think the advanced edited information shared can be shared to me as we can set a safe international web to our students. Yeah, and to protect them from the bad web and the west for a message and so on. And for our school is public school, right? So every student has only 48 seconds to communicate and collaboration in a lesson. So if I can use the 21st century skills, such as collaboration, such as communication, and critical thinking, I think our students could collaborate with each other and learn with each other, so that I can release myself and to help to support the different level students and to take care of their needs. Yeah. Thank you.